What's going on, guys? It's your boy Astro, aka Troy, here to talk to you about my Ricoma EM-1010. Starting off, you can see I got a hat still on the machine. I don't know if you can see, I'm going to zoom in later in the video to show you something that happened with the machine, errors that occur when doing embroidery, and I'm just going to go over the machine and tell you guys my pros and cons, and see if you think it's worth it, then you should buy it. It is a very steep investment, but it's an investment into yourself and into your business. So let's get into it. So let's jump into what I was talking about earlier. If you can see it, I don't know if you guys can. There's a bunch of thread. The needle didn't break, but the thread broke, and it totally destroyed the hat. Like, there's thread hanging out. Now, this isn't necessarily the machine's fault, but sometimes when it comes to using machines like this, either improper threading can lead to it, or sometimes it just happens. When I first started, I did go through a couple hats. If you want to see some of them, I'll show you right here. I went through this one. The needle kept breaking and bunching up. Well, not breaking, but kept getting nesting. And the same thing occurred on this one as well. So it is a steep learning curve, but like I said before earlier in the video, it is an investment into yourself. But that's one of my biggest cons, is the learning curve. Now, Ricoma does offer their own service to help teach you guys, but threading the machine and all that stuff, you can just watch their videos and learn, and it's pretty easy. So what I'm about to do for you guys is I'm gonna load up another hat, I'm gonna let the machine run and let you guys see it when the finished product turns out. So I'll see you guys when that's ready. So the hat's all finished. Let me take it off and show you guys. Looks like there's still a piece of bobbin coat on, so I'm just gonna trim that. And there it is. So I just need to trim it, and that's how it turned out. So Ricoma does offer classes to teach you guys. Unfortunately, I had missed mine because I recently had a child, so I forgot to reschedule it. But they do offer classes to help teach you guys. From my experience, I did everything by myself. I just watched their YouTube videos, and I pretty much got the hang of it for the most part. I made a couple of applique hats. I'll show you guys that in a couple clips. And I also made a couple regular hats. So I no longer need an embroiderer, I am my own embroiderer. So that's the positive to having a machine like this, is you cut the middleman out. You essentially are your own middleman, or your own business for embroidery if you want to offer that service to other people. So I will show you guys a couple of the hats I made that came out perfectly fine. So here's a couple of the hats that I made. Just this one. I don't know if it's too bright. There it goes. This one I made came out just fine. Same thing with this one. Can I get the focus? Come on. Okay, this color might be too bright for my camera to focus. It's like a purple pink hat. But that one came out just fine. And then these are the ones, oh, this one too. This one came out good. This is the one I kept getting nesting on. And then all I had to do was change a couple things, and it fixed the nesting, and it stopped happening on the yellow part, thankfully. And then here's the one that I did an applique on. So I watched one of their videos on applique. I basically took like a bandana font, so a paisley, and I got it to applique on the hat just fine. So I don't know if you guys can really see that on the camera. There it goes, it's focusing better. But yeah, the applique came out just fine. So did the designs that I did by myself. Now the only other thing that comes to a machine like this is embroidery files. They do offer you a software when you buy all of your machines, but it is a learning curve. It's just like learning Photoshop. It's just like learning anything new to you that you don't have experience in. So what I did and what I recommend and what they recommend is outsourcing your embroidery and your digitizing first, just so that you can have somebody who knows what they're doing start making your files. It's this way you don't waste product, you don't waste hats, you don't waste thread. You'll have somebody digitizing your stuff for you, and you'll already have it made for you. So you'll have somebody who knows what they're doing, and it'll come out better in that sense, as opposed to you trying to make it, spending hours in, what is it? I believe the software is called Ricoma. Spending hours in Ricoma and then not knowing how to do anything, or making the files wrong and just wasting a ton of product and time. So that is another, I guess, a pro/con. Like I said, I guess that falls under the learning curve. They do also offer classes to learn the embroidery software as well. That's also something that they offer for you guys. So if you're interested in that, you can try that as well. So this is how the hat turned out. And if you guys want me to go over more in-depth video about what the machine comes with, stuff like that, like the hat drivers, the cap drivers, stuff like that, I will make a separate video. But yeah, this is how you can start your own clothing brand. This is how you can do embroidery service for other people. So I'm gonna end this video off with a little bit more of pros and cons. One more pro is just this, man. Like, you can make your own stuff, and it's pretty cool. Like, even if you just want to make stuff for your family, your friends, you can. I wouldn't use this as a hobbyist. This is not a hobbyist thing. This is for somebody who honestly is pursuing and interested in running their business. Other than that, it's a pretty expensive machine. This one starts at $10,000, and they go up from there based on the amount of heads and stuff like that. So the con would be a price, but it really just depends on the person and how much you're turning out on the machine itself. But later, have a good day, guys.